Hey guys, what's up? It's Sanj. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing my everyday and no foundation makeup routine. I don't really know what to call this video just yet, but a little disclaimer, I don't wear makeup every day, but this is sort of my go-to casual look if I'm going to a wedding or somewhere fancy and I want to just look a little bit more presentable and doll myself up, and it makes me just feel beautiful, I guess. I'm going to try to use as minimal products as possible. This look is very minimal and it doesn't take too much time, effort, money, skill, anything like that. It lacks sort of everything, but it still kind of makes it look like you put a little bit of effort into your makeup today, and it's just my go-to glowy. Is it glowy? Is it dewy? I guess it is. I'm not sure what to call this video yet, but it's sort of my casual, everyday, no foundation makeup routine. All the products, once again, will be listed down below in the description box in case you're interested in any of them. And don't forget to enter my 500 subscriber giveaway. That is my most recent video. Enter that, and if you have already, good luck to you. I hope you win. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. I'm gonna turn my lights on. I cannot forget about those. Where is it? Okay, here it is. There we go. Alright, so the first thing I do, and I do this all the time, is I'm going to prime my face. This is the Benefit Professional. You guys know this primer. It's very, very popular. This is the tiny one, and I'm just going to use that on my face because I have really big pores around here. So I use an excessive amount in that area, but it just really helps my pores. So using almost a pea-sized amount. Just going to rub that all over my face and emphasize it once again in the kind of T-zone area. I get very oily and have pretty gigantic pores around that area. This smells really nice, and the littlest bit, that was just so random, like this smells really nice. The littlest bit goes the longest way, so don't be too excessive with this guy. The next thing I focus on is my skin, of course. I'm going to be using my favorite holy grail, my all-time favorite ride or die concealer. This is the Morphe concealer. This is like a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. It's very thick. The formula is quick drying. It reminds me of the Tarte Shape Tape a lot. So I just like to dab one eye and blend it out one at a time because once again, this is very quick drying. So I just like to put some dots underneath my eye because it is pretty darker down there. And then I just take a beauty blender and go ahead and blend all of it out. Getting this sponge dirty makes me so sad. I have to wash it soon. So as you guys can tell, it brightens up the under eye a lot, and that's basically what I'm doing right now, just putting it under the eyes and that's it. I find that putting it on the chin and the nose and the forehead, it doesn't blend out super well, maybe because the skin's a lot tighter in those areas. I'm not really sure why, but now I'm just going to set that with my favorite Tarte powder. You guys know I love this powder. And the point here isn't to bake so much, well, it looks like I'm baking, but more just to make sure your concealer sort of stays in place. Make sure if you want to bake or set your powder, you have a good powder that gives no flashback, especially if you're going out to prom or to a wedding or on a date or something. You want to make sure there's no flashback. The Laura Mercier powder is really good. So is the CoverGirl one, actually. Not gonna lie, that one's really nice too. The ones like the MAC one give awful flashbacks, so I do not recommend those. Oh my god. I don't recommend those at all. Would it be a SanjanaJones video if I didn't drop something once? Alright, so while my under eyes are getting set, I'm going to do my eyebrows using my e.l.f. Duo eyebrow set in the color medium. This brown is actually really dark for medium, so if you have black hair like I do, I recommend getting this color, because if you get a black, it's just going to look a little bit too, too much. And I'm just going to be using an e.l.f. detailer brush for this. So I'm just going to first brush upward so I get really good vision of where these sparse areas are. I don't like to go overboard with my brows because I find that gel can make them look really done if you put too much. So I just kind of outline the bottom. And then just start flicking out. I mainly focus it on the lower, the outer half, because I like ombre brows. I will carry it a little bit in front though, so it looks like it has this brown color going all the way through. And then I just brush it through one more time, because if your brows look a bit like harsh, you can just brush them through and the product will become a little bit more subtle. Alright, so brows are done, and now I'm going to just wipe away the bake because I don't want my face to bake for too long and become ashy. So my under eyes look a lot brighter, and this can make you look like you got 9 hours of sleep when in reality you got 2. So I'm gonna move on to eyeshadow and keep it pretty basic, which is the point of this whole look. I'm gonna use my Naked 2 palette. Ow. It's so hard to open, it's so annoying. And I'm probably gonna keep it pretty simple. I'm gonna only use this palette, so I wanna do mainly mattes. Maybe I'll do a couple shimmers for like brow bone and stuff like that, but I'm gonna use this palette for the most of it. So I've just moved in so you guys can see a little bit better. And I'm gonna start off by taking the colors Cover and Primal on a fluffy brush and just mix those two together. These have so much kickback and fallout, but they have good payoff too, so I don't mind that. And I'm just gonna go in my crease as the transition color. So I'm gonna deepen up the crease a little bit more by using Undone. This is the darkest shade in the palette, and it's not very dark, so if you have darker skin than me, I'm not sure if that's going to show up, but if you have lighter skin, then you can just lighten it a little bit with Frisk. And I'm focusing that in the outer corner of my eye rather than the inner. I'm still using the same brush because I want this to be feathered and not so concentrated, which is gonna be achieved when I use this fluffy brush. So I'm gonna switch brushes. I'm gonna take this flatter looking one that will get me more concentrated look. And I'm gonna take the lightest color Skimp and mix it with Stark and focus that on the inner half of my eye. These colors are so pigmented, I love it. So I'm gonna take a brush that looks pretty similar to the one we just used, just different because it's clean-ish. And I'm gonna go back into Skimp and just, not Skimp, Undone, and just drag that underneath my lash line a little bit. Alright, so now that our eyes look very matte and dry, I'm going to dip into this Physicians Formula eyeshadow palette, which is all glitters and it's very, very vibrant. I'm going to go into this lightest shade and mix it with this rose gold right here and focus that in the inner corner and the brow bone of my eye. So now that our eyeshadow is done, I think it was pretty easy and just took a few steps, but I think anybody can do it. I'm just gonna put on some eyeliner because it makes it look a lot more put together. And I'm using one of my favorite cream eyeliners. This one is by e.l.f. and it's in the color Black. I love to use these slanted angled brushes when applying eyeliner because it makes it so much easier for application. I've actually never used this one before, so I guess this is the first impressions. But this eyeliner is well loved, as you can see. I'm kind of nervous. I like applying eyeliner and I think I'm pretty good at applying a wing, but I've never actually like used this sort of brush before. Like, I'm sure it makes it easier, but okay. Oh God, the nerves. I'm gonna not talk for this part and be silent, so excuse me. Oh my God, I'm nervous. Okay. I'm not sure how natural and everyday this is anymore. Alright, eyeliner is on, and if there's one thing I learned from that is that I need to buy a new eyeliner because I was kind of trying out, but I don't think it's that bad. I mean, it'll do. Now, of course, mascara, and I'm using the same W7 Lash Tastic one that I used in my last tutorial. The link, again, will be down below. This is very affordable, very cheap, and really good, so I really recommend this mascara. I'm going to do a couple coats on the top lashes and a little bit on the bottom. Alright, so eyes are done, and I'm going to focus on the face. So I'm going to put on some blush, and I'm going to use my Stila blush and lip palette. I like to mix Petunia and Peach Blossom, which are the first two colors, and just dab those on my cheeks. This is a nice big mirror. It looks a little bit weird at first, obviously, but just keep dabbing it in the skin. And I'll give you a nice rosy cheek finish. Boom. Alright, so blush is applied, and now I'm going to do highlighter. Ooh. I'm giving away this Benefit What's Up highlighter, but I never actually used it before, so I did a demonstration on my collarbones, but I'm going to use it on my cheeks so you guys can get a real inside look on how this works. It took me a while to figure it out. Not a while, but it isn't like so easy to figure out. So. You guys see that, right? You see what I see? This is blinding, and you guys can obviously see that. It gets a little bit less blinding as you blend it out, but then just keep layering it. And I might actually layer some powder foundation, some powder highlighter over top. But I feel like if you're going to like Coachella, you can just wipe this and it'll look fine, I don't know. I like to just kind of diffuse the sides so the line isn't as harsh. To keep the center looking blinding. And that's a very nice highlighter that is easy. I like how it doesn't look ashy at any angle, so I can be looking straight, and then I can turn, and then you guys just see that blinding highlight. Oh my god, ready? Ooh! I'm so excited for one of you guys to win this. It's such a good highlighter. Thank you guys for all your nice and supportive comments in my last video. It's nice to see you guys requesting some. You can see all of you guys entering. So thank you so much for that. I'm gonna do a bit on the nose because you guys know all about that nose highlight. I love highlight anywhere, except on the forehead because it makes me look ashy. Oh, wrong side. Damn. I was trying to be subtle there, but it didn't work. I feel like when I turn, like you can see all three, 1, 2, 3, 4. Center, you can still see like 1, 2, 3. Side, again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, I love highlighter. The last step is of course lips. So I'm going to use one of my Benefit cheek and lip tints, and this is in the color Posy. This is a small, this is like a sample size. So cute. The bigger one is huge though, I'm never going to use that up. It's a very light flamingo pink, super cute, and I'm going to stain my lips with that and then do a clear gloss on top. It's been about 30 seconds now, so I'm going to take 2 of my clean fingers, and it is completely dried. It impresses me every time. So now I'm going to use a clear lip gloss on top of that, because I love lip gloss. It smells like peppermint. It smells so good. Alright guys, so I'm sorry about all the lighting changes. When I film during the day, it's so bright, and then when I film at night, it's so dark, and then I have to add like a bunch of extra lights. I'm staring into like like I'm getting blind looking at this light right now. That is it for the makeup look. I hope you enjoyed it. This is kind of like my go-to glam for a wedding, and this is also my no foundation makeup routine. If you guys want to see one that I actually use foundation, just let me know. I'll do one of those as well. Anyways, I thought this was pretty minimal. If you want to skip the wing, skip anything, you definitely can. If you want to highlight a person, skip the highlight. If you want to add some lashes, some falsies, do that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give a big thumbs up if you did. Comment down below requests you have for future videos and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget to enter my giveaway. Link will be down below, and it's my recent video, so I hope you entered, and I wish you luck. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! I love you.